Recalls in the automotive sector are becoming more common and more large scale, primarily because of technological advances which have made technologies used in cars a lot more complex. And secondly, with the sharing of production platforms, sharing of component parts globally, and the interconnectivity of the global supply chain, a small problem in one country could very easily blow up into a very big problem globally. The most interesting scenario would be for recalls to become a lot more common and potentially a lot more painless and cost-effective, because you could effectively, one, send a signal and ask all the cars to return to the factory. Two, send an update, a software patch to all the cars that need a software update. Or three, potentially immediately take all the cars that have an issue with a certain component part out of commission, and hence mitigating your potential financial exposure in the event of a component part being faulty. In the future, we could be dealing with two cars who have crashed into each other, who are not being driven by anybody. They're purely being driven around by software and component parts. And hence, we would anticipate a shift of liability from the motor area into technology liability, as well as potentially product liability. That could potentially impact on how payments are made and how a recall event is defined, in the sense that in a driverless autonomous world, recalls could be conducted via the air through software updates, through the communication channels, and hence I could see potentially the recall insurance being more integrated into the whole recall process in a highly automated automotive industry.